All right, good evening, sports fans, and welcome to the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network for the return of the Epic Basketball League. 1972-73 playoffs are underway, and we have reached the semifinals. Welcome to everybody who is checking out tonight's broadcast. My name is Dave Little, and we are coming to you live from the Dave Cave with action between the New York Knicks and the Milwaukee Bucks. The New York Knicks finished number 4 overall in Gold Division play. They are the 4th seed here in the playoffs, but they were the NBA champions for the 1972-73 season. And their starting lineup is on the floor warming up. The backcourt consists of WALT FRAZIER, a.k.a. Clyde. He is a stellar defensive player, first team all-defense, second team all-NBA, with 21 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. His backcourt mate is the highest-scoring Earl Monroe, who just came over to New York for this current season after starting his career in Washington. At the forward positions, we will have Bill Bradley. Bradley, the sixth-year man out of Princeton and also an all-star. And the all-star power forward, Dave DeBusschere, the veteran, his 11th year out of Detroit Mercy. DeBusschere also a member of the first-team all-defensive unit in the 1972-73 NBA season. And, of course, the big man in the middle who was the finals MVP in the 1973 NBA Finals. He is out of Grambling State, 9th year, 6'9", 235 pounds. He is Willis Reed. And that is your starting lineup for the New York Knickerbockers. Starting the game for Milwaukee. In the backcourt, we have the dynamic duo of Lucius Allen at the point and Oscar Robertson now at the 2 position. Robertson, of course, a renowned point guard, 13 years out of Cincinnati, but he has turned over the quarterbacking duties to Lucius Allen, the 4th-year man out of UCLA, and together they are quite a formidable backcourt, and we're going to see in this best-of-5 series Lucius Allen and Oscar Robertson doing battle with Walt Frazier and Earl Monroe throughout the series. The small forward for Milwaukee is a good one. He is Bob Dandridge, 4th year out of Norfolk State, 6'6", 195 are the stats on him, and he put up 20 points per game and 8 rebounds in the 72-73 NBA season. At the power forward is Curtis Perry, the young third-year man out of Missouri State, and of course the big man in the middle, the one and only KAREEM ABDUL-JABBAR. He is a 3-time Epic Basketball League regular season MVP in the 3 seasons that we have conducted in the Epic Basketball League universe. So, settle in. Hope you all enjoy the game. It is good to be back on the line. As you know, we have had some technical difficulties here in the Dave Cave, but we have got good internet speeds now, and it seems that the connection is going smoothly. I am interested for a sound check. If anybody is in the lobby throughout the game and can give us a sound check, that would be wonderful as well. But now we are ready for tonight's opening tip-off, as we come to you live from the city of Milwaukee. The Bucks on a 12-game winning streak. They have swept their way through the playoffs. And it is Milwaukee winning the opening tip. It is KAREEM ABDUL-JABBAR winning the tap. Oscar Robertson with the ball on top as the Bucks get into their offensive set. Robertson working on Earl the Pearl Monroe. Looks to distribute. He finds Perry on the inside. Perry working on the low block against Dave DeBusschere. And the short jump shot by Perry is blocked. DeBusschere got a piece of that one and goes out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession with 9 on the shot clock. So Dave DeBusschere making his presence felt on the inside. And now Lucius Allen has it out on top with 9 on the shot clock. He's got Walt Frazier all over him. He's going to look inside once again to Perry. Perry this time from the elbow shoots and scores. First basket of the night recorded by Curtis Perry. Milwaukee out to a 2-0 lead. And now the Knicks with the basketball for their first possession. Bill Bradley with it on the outside. Bradley with an open look from 16 feet out. It's off the side of the rim, no good. And Curtis Perry takes the rebound for Milwaukee. Bucks back on top and back on the offense. This time they're going to look inside to Bob Dandridge. Dandridge gets the pass from Allen. Dandridge sends it over to KAREEM. His shot is no good. And Earl Monroe with the rebound for the Knicks. And the Knicks think about running. Nobody runs the fast break better than Walt Frazier. He's got Bradley on the wing as Frazier dribbles down the center of the court. Sends it to Bradley on the right side. Bradley lays it up and good. We're tied at 2. And Milwaukee once again has the basketball. They want to pound it down low to KAREEM. He's got a mismatch as he comes off the screen. He's got an open look down low with Earl of Pearl Monroe trying to defend him, and KAREEM just rises up and shoots and scores. Made that one look easy. And it is a 4-2 ball game in favor of the Bucks. Back come the Knickerbockers. The ball goes to Monroe on the perimeter. He's picked up out there by Oscar Robertson. Monroe with the outside jump shot. It's good. And we're tied at 4. Both teams working efficiently here in the early going of this one. As now it is the Bucks on the basketball once again. And once again it is KAREEM in the paint. He fakes left. He turns right. Reed knocks it away. The ball is loose. KAREEM gets it back, shoots from the baseline. That's no good, and DeBusschere takes the rebound for the Knicks. Knicks back on the offense once again. Frazier to Monroe on the outside. Monroe takes it into the lane, lays it up, and good. No good, but it is tipped in by Willis Reed. And the Knicks have their first lead of the game. It is 6-4. Milwaukee with the basketball now, trailing for the first time tonight. The open man for the Bucks is Perry on the elbow. He's hit one out there so far. He's got a good look at another one. This one is off the rim, no good. And Walt Frazier takes the rebound for New York. New York looking to pull the upset here. On the road in Game 1 of the semifinals for the 1972-73 Epic Basketball League. Frazier has it on the outside working against Lucius Allen. From the perimeter, he can't get a shot off. As Allen was all over him, Frazier is forced to use a timeout. And Milwaukee with Coach Larry and New York with Coach Red Holtzman will have to regroup here and set something up with 11 seconds on the shot clock. Just over 2 minutes gone by in this one. New York with the early 6-4 lead. as they run a play off of the inbound set, and it is Bradley on the outside. Tries to get into the lane. He's cut off by Abdul-Jabbar. The short jump shot is tipped. Actually, Dandridge got a piece of that one. The ball is loose. Willis Reed comes up with it, and Reed puts it home. Alert play by Willis Reed gives New York now an 8-4 lead as Milwaukee comes back on the offense. Once again, they look down low. They're going to run the offense through KAREEM. KAREEM tries to get a bounce pass over to Dandridge in the lane. It is kicked out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Perry to inbound. The ball goes inside to KAREEM. KAREEM steps around Reed, lays it up, and good. 4 points now for KAREEM. It is an 8-6 ball game in favor of the Knicks. Nice to have some folks in the audience tonight, and please, if you are in the chat room and you can give me a quick sound check, let me know that everything sounds good. As we are back on the air with Epic Basketball League action after a few weeks off due to technical difficulties. New York now with the basketball, and again they're going to run the offense through Walt Frazier. Frazier and Monroe playing a little two-man game up top. Frazier takes the pass. At the free throw line extended, he puts up the jump shot. It is short, and Bob Dandridge grabs the rebound for Milwaukee. Milwaukee's got numbers going the other way. It is 4-on-3. Lucius Allen in the lead, sends it over to Robertson. Robertson very creative in the open court, fakes, gets around Willis Reed, lays it up with the left hand, and good. Nice fast break there by Milwaukee to tie the game. It is 8-8 with 3 minutes gone by. New York back on the basketball. Frazier comes off the screen. He's got an open look from outside, but it is off target. Frazier gets his own rebound and kicks it back out to Monroe, and the New York Knicks will reset. Frazier calling out the offensive set. They look inside to DeBusschere. DeBusschere, that big body on the low post, steps around Curtis Perry. His shot rims out. Tipped by Frazier, no good. And finally, Abdul-Jabbar takes the rebound for Milwaukee. Milwaukee hustling it back down the other way. They find Abdul-Jabbar on the low block. And Robertson gets the pass to him, threads the needle, and KAREEM has the easy layup. Milwaukee takes the lead 10-8 on the assist by Oscar Robertson. Frazier now with it in the front court, finds Monroe on the baseline. The baseline jump shot by Monroe is good, and we're tied at 10. Both teams off to a pretty good start here. Milwaukee 5 of their first 9 from the field. The Knicks 5 for 12. But the Knicks with 4 offensive rebounds, and they have pulled even once again. 10-10 is your score as Lucius Allen sets up the Milwaukee offense. They work a play down low to Curtis Perry on the block. Perry working on DeBusschere once again. His shot is off the glass, no good, but he is fouled on the play by Bradley. First foul whistled here tonight, and it will be Curtis Perry headed to the line for a pair of free throws. First shot by Perry rolls around and drops. Second attempt by Perry is off target. And the rebound is taken down by Willis Reed for the Knicks. 11-10 now, Milwaukee with the lead. New York looking to take over the lead once again as we go back and forth here in the first quarter. Here's Reed with it on the baseline. Back out to Monroe. Monroe sends it down low to DeBusschere. And the Knicks cannot get a shot off. That's a 24-second violation. And the ball goes back over to the Bucks. 7:44 to play here in the first quarter. Milwaukee on top, 11-10. Milwaukee sets up the offense. Lucius Allen looking for an open teammate, finds Robertson. Robertson on the outside, takes it to the hoop. He's cut off by Bradley. His shot falls off the rim, no good. And Willis Reed with yet another rebound for the Knicks. That is 4 rebounds for Willis Reed here on the night. New York back on the offensive end. Frazier looks to distribute. He's got Bradley open on the wing now against Dandridge. The fadeaway shot by Bradley is too strong. DeBusschere comes in for the offensive rebound. DeBusschere with the putback attempt. That's no good. And the rebound is finally taken by Lucius Allen for the Bucks. So once again, New York had a couple cracks at it, could not convert. They still trail by 1, 11-10, as Lucius Allen sets up the offense once again. Allen this time is going to get a pass from Robertson on the outside. Free throw line extended. Allen pulls the trigger, and he missed everything. That was a bad-looking shot. And it is out of bounds. Ball will go over to the Knicks. Knicks with the basketball. They're going to look inside to Willis Reed for the first time. He's going to have his work cut out down there against KAREEM. But now they come with the double team, and Reed is fouled by Curtis Perry. That foul is called on the floor, the first team foul against Milwaukee, and it will be a side out for the Knicks. Under 7 to play first quarter, Milwaukee up 11-10. It's Bradley to inbound for the Knicks. They run it inside to DeBusschere on the low block. His shot is off target. Fight for the rebound. DeBusschere grabs it again. DeBusschere with another putback attempt. This time lays it up off the glass and good. Good determination shown by Dave DeBusschere on that play. Puts New York back on top. 12-11 is your score. Lucius Allen sets up the offense, and we've got a whistle and a foul. And it is Lucius Allen fouled in the backcourt by Willis Reed. And that will be a 2-shot foul for Lucius Allen. I guess they got tangled up as Allen came off a screen, collided with Reed in the backcourt. They call the foul on Willis Reed. That is his first. Lucius Allen steps to the line for a pair of free throws. And he converts them both to put Milwaukee back on top now, 13-12. Back and forth we go. 6:41 to play first period. New York on the offensive side. DeBusschere with it on the low block. Sends it out to Frazier. Frazier pulls the trigger from 15. That's offline. Tip by DeBusschere is no good. And finally, it is Lucius Allen pulling another rebound for the Bucks. Bucks setting up with Allen. Gets it over to Dandridge on the wing. Dandridge inside to KAREEM. Pump fakes, shoots, and is blocked by Reed. Reed held his ground, didn't fall for the fake, blocked the shot. Curtis Perry comes out with it for Milwaukee. And Perry has his pocket picked. It's stolen by Bill Bradley. And New York is back on the offense. Knicks trail by 1, 13-12. As they set up the offense, here's another shot inside for DeBusschere. He can't get that to go. And we have got a whistle and a loose ball foul on the rebound, and that is going to go against Willis Reed. And Reed has picked up 2 fouls in the last 30 seconds. And Knicks coach Red Holtzman is not very happy about that, as Reed is ostensibly going to have to come out of the ball game here early in the first quarter. Milwaukee basketball, they get it into Dandridge. His short jump shot is good. 15-12 now. New York on top, is New York trailing as we have reached the midway point of the first period. Jerry Lucas now in the ball game, replacing Willis Reed with the foul trouble. Monroe has it on the outside, squaring up against Oscar Robertson. Monroe has it tipped away by Robinson, out of bounds. New York will retain possession with 16, now 13 on the shot clock. Walt Frazier has it on the outside, picked up by Lucius Allen. Yeah, not many good options here with 13 on the shot clock. Frazier comes off the screen, gets into the lane, lays it up, and good. Nice play by Frazier. He made chicken salad on that offensive set. He gets the layup, and it's a 1-point ball game once again. 15-14, Milwaukee on top of New York. Bucks are going to go back inside to KAREEM. His fall-away jump shot over Jerry Lucas is good. KAREEM now leads all scorers with 8 points, and Milwaukee is on top 17-14. Knicks coming back with FRAZIER. Over to Monroe on the wing. He finds Lucas on the inside. Lucas has got Perry on his hip. Fakes, spins, shoots, and scores. Nice play inside by Jerry Lucas, the former Ohio State Buckeye, now in his 10th season in the NBA. Milwaukee now sets up the offense. They still lead by 1. ABDUL-JABBAR on the inside plays a little inside-out game with Oscar Robertson. Robertson tries to get into the lane, and Monroe fouled him. That is the 4th team foul on New York, and that will be a side out for the Bucks. Perry to inbound. And the ball finds its way into the hands of Bob Dandridge working on the low block. Dandridge kicks it out to Oscar. Oscar's shot is too short, and Bill Bradley takes the rebound for New York. Knicks want to run. It's 3-on-2 going the other way. Walt Frazier is a dynamo in the open court. He sends it to Monroe on the right side. Back to Frazier, streaking down the lane. Frazier's layup is off target, no good, but he is hit on the arm by Lucius Allen on the play, and it will be 2 shots for Walt Frazier as he heads to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Frazier hits the first to tie the game. 17 all with 4:50 to play in the first. And Frazier hits them both. New York back on top. Lots of lead changes in this first period. Milwaukee now in the basket with the basketball, looking to go back on top. It's in the hands of Lucius Allen. Picked up out there by Frazier. Allen wants to get into the lane. Steps around Frazier, gets into the lane, but he is knocked down by Lucas, who came over to help. And that will be a 2-shot foul now for Lucius Allen as Milwaukee is in the bonus. First foul on Lucas. We've already got Willis Reed on the bench with 2. Allen rolls home the first free throw. Missed the second, but the long rebound is snatched down by Curtis Perry. Perry tries for the putback attempt. We've got a whistle, and Perry is called for the foul. Offensive foul on Perry. That is his second. And that is going to send Perry to the bench to be replaced by the veteran Terry Driscoll. Actually, not a veteran. Third-year man out of Boston College. Getting him confused with the veteran Terry Dishinger. Terry Driscoll now into the ball game for the Milwaukee Bucks, replacing Curtis Perry with 4.5 minutes to go in the first quarter, and the game tied at 18. New York with the basketball. Motion offense, the ball goes to Monroe on the wing. Monroe working on Robertson out there. His mid-range jump shot is good. And New York now is back on top by 2. 20-18 is your score. Milwaukee with the basketball. They want to tie the game. They work down to their big man inside, ABDUL-JABBAR. That sky hook is up and good, and he is fouled on the play by Lucas. That will give KAREEM 2 to make 1, and that will send New York deeper into their rotation on the bench. As coming into the game now is John Gianelli. 6'10", 220, a rookie out of Pacific. As ABDUL-JABBAR has already put Willis Reed and Jerry Lucas both on the bench with foul trouble here in the first 8 minutes of play. And whether New York will have an answer for ABDUL-JABBAR will be a lagging question, a lingering question throughout the series. As KAREEM steps to the line, hits the free throw. He's got 11 points now to lead the Bucks, and Milwaukee is back on top by 1. 21-20. 4:03 to play in the first. New York with the basketball. Monroe has it on the wing. Sends it across to Bradley on the outside. Bradley double teamed. Tries to get it back over to Monroe. It's knocked away and out of bounds. And it was last touched by Monroe, as he could not handle the errant pass from Bradley. So Milwaukee regains possession. They lead by 1. And it will be Allen and Robertson with a little two-man game. Robertson open for the jump shot, and he drains it. 4 points now for the Big O. And Milwaukee is on top by 3, 23-20, with 3.5 minutes to play in the first. Milwaukee back on the offense. They go to, New York on the offense. It's Monroe this time with the outside jump shot. That's good. Monroe now with 8 points to lead New York. 23-22, Bucks with the lead and the basketball. And you know where they're going with it. They go to KAREEM on the inside. The sky hook is off the rim, no good. And Bradley grabs the rebound for the Knicks. The Knicks thought about running, but the Bucks are quick to get back on defense in transition. And New York will set up in the half court with another look from the outside for Monroe. Monroe fakes the shot. Oh, gets it inside to DeBusschere. DeBusschere wide open for the layup. He converts that as Earl Monroe faked out everybody and found DeBusschere for the easy layup. New York back on top, 24-23. In a very entertaining and tightly played ball game here in Milwaukee. Lucius Allen with it on the outside, working on Frazier. Tries to get around Frazier into the lane. His finger roll off the glass is good. He goes down, but no foul is called. It looked like Gianelli got a piece of that one on the way to the rim, but it went through anyways. And score the first basket of the night for Lucius Allen. And now for the first time we have some substitutions coming in. Not related to foul trouble. For Milwaukee, into the game is John McLaughlin, replacing Lucius Allen at the point guard. Into the game for the first time for New York, Dean Meminger at the shooting guard position, and Phil Jackson at the power forward. So your lineups are set, and we're ready to resume action. 2:44 to play here in the first. Milwaukee leading 25-24. In a game that has been close throughout. New York sets up the offense. They run it through Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson working down low against Terry Driscoll. The short jump shot by Jackson is no good, but he is fouled by Driscoll on his way up, and Phil Jackson will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Jackson rolls the first one home. Of course, Phil Jackson would go on to be a very successful coach for the Lakers and the Chicago Bulls, also known as the Zen Master. But the Zen didn't help him there as he missed the second free throw, and Bob Dandridge with the rebound for Milwaukee. We're tied at 25 with under 2.5 to play in the first. Lucius Allen brings it up. Dumps it down to KAREEM down low. He has it knocked away by Gianelli out of bounds. Milwaukee retains possession. Milwaukee with the side out. Driscoll to inbound. It's Robertson with it on the wing. And Robertson tried to dump it down low to KAREEM, and it is stolen by Phil Jackson. Smart play. New York's going to walk it back the other way as the Bucks get back in transition. And Frazier's going to set up the offense. He sends it to Phil Jackson on the outside. Jackson picked up out there by Bob Dandridge. That's a tough matchup for Jackson. 11 on the shot clock. Jackson sends it back out on top to Frazier. Frazier back over to Jackson. And the ball is dribbled away, or is fumbled away by Jackson out of bounds for the turnover. Really haven't had too many turnovers here tonight. Both teams playing pretty efficiently. New York still with that big rebounding advantage, 7-2 on the offensive glass. And we're tied at 25. Milwaukee with the basketball. They set things up and they dump it inside looking for Dandridge. Posting up on Phil Jackson in the paint. His 8-foot shot is off target. And the rebound is taken down by Dean Meminger for the Knicks. Quick outlet to Frazier, and the Knicks want to run. Frazier with DeBusschere on the wing. DeBusschere has the ball on the right side, sends it to Frazier in the middle. Frazier steps around Allen. Layup no good. DeBusschere grabs the offensive rebound. DeBusschere with the putback attempt. That's no good. And Bob Dandridge comes streaking down the floor in a battle for the rebound. It's knocked around, and finally Terry Driscoll comes out with it for the Bucks. Will the Bucks run the other way? They've got it 2-on-2 down low. It's McLaughlin at the free throw line. Drops it off to Allen. Allen goes to the left hand, lays it up and good. So New York could not convert on the fast break opportunity. Milwaukee got it back in transition and laid it home with Lucius Allen on the finish to put the Bucks back on top by 2, 27-25. Minute and a half to play first quarter. Knicks with the basketball. Once again, it is Jackson on the outside. Jackson puts it up from the free throw line. That's no good. Tipped around. Ginelli grabs the rebound. Ginelli with the putback attempt, and that is up and good as we say hello to PSEID in the chat room. Good evening to you tonight, my friend. And thanks for tuning in. It is the semifinals of the playoffs here in the 1972-73 Epic Basketball League season. Game 1 of the best-of-5 series between the Milwaukee Bucks and the New York Knicks. So relax, pull up a chair, enjoy the ball game. We're in the final minute of play in the first quarter with the score tied at 27. Milwaukee on the offense. They look inside to Dandridge on the low post. He's got some upper body strength advantage on Jackson. He posts him up, takes him to the glass, and scores. Good shot by Dandridge to put Milwaukee back on top by 2. Can Jackson return the favor? He wants it in the paint. He's got it at the elbow. He slides to his left, and his shot is blocked by Dandridge. Jackson gets his own rebound. Jackson on the putback attempt is able to score. And we're tied at 29. The shot clock has been turned off. There's 23 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And it looks like the Bucks are going to try and hold for the final shot of the period. McLaughlin has it on the outside. He lets fly and scores it. 15-footer by John McLaughlin. 3 seconds on the clock. We'll see if New York can do anything going the other way in desperation. Frazier has it on the outside. Tries to get into the lane. He's denied by Abdul-Jabbar, and the shot won't go. And at the end of the first quarter, it is the Bucks with a 2-point lead, 31-29. As we take a look at the first quarter box score here in Milwaukee Arena. Very well played first quarter. The Bucks shot 56% for the period, which is stellar. And they are led by KAREEM ABDUL-JABBAR with 11 points on 5 of 9 shooting. So a very good output for the Bucks in the first period against a stingy New York defense. New York, on the other hand, shot only 42%, but they pounded the offensive glass for a total of 10 offensive boards. Led by Reed with 4 rebounds, 5 rebounds by Dave DeBusschere, and 3 rebounds for Walt Frazier. Monroe, the leading scorer for the Knicks, with 8 points. And we are ready for quarter number 2. It'll be Dean Meminger at the point for New York to start the second quarter. He'll be out there with the rest of the starting unit for the Knicks. Willis Reed back into the game with those 2 fouls. KAREEM ABDUL-JABBAR sits down for his first rest of the game. So for Milwaukee, it is Oscar Robertson now running the point with John McLaughlin on the wing. Into the game at the small forward position is Mickey Davis, 6'7", 205 rookie out of Duquesne, making his first appearance of the night. Perry is back at the power forward, and it is Terry Driscoll now on the low block. And it is Milwaukee who controls the tip to start off the period. McLaughlin finished things at the end of the first. He's got another open look here to start the second, and he scores it again. John McLaughlin, very popular player in Milwaukee history, now a color commentator for the Milwaukee Bucks radio network. He's got 4 points. Milwaukee is up by 4. As we say hello to Jim Connell now in the chat room. Thanks for coming out. And Jim, I'm interested if the sound is okay. So let me know if I'm coming across well. We've had a few folks in and out through the first quarter, but I am interested to know if the broadcast is sounding good. It's a good ball game. Milwaukee on top by 4, and in fact, that is their biggest lead of the ball game, and that is the biggest lead of the ball game for either team. New York now setting it up with Meminger at the point and Monroe in the backcourt. They're going to look inside to DeBusschere. DeBusschere working on Curtis Perry in the paint. His short jump shot is good. That's now 6 points and 5 rebounds for DeBusschere, having a very solid night. New York back to within 2, and Milwaukee back on the offense. John McLaughlin is a hot hand. He gets it again from Robertson. He pops from 15. This one is off target, but the rebound is tapped around and grabbed by Terry Driscoll. Driscoll takes it back up strong over to DeBusschere. He can't get that to go. The rebound is knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Milwaukee. So New York regains possession, trailing by 2. Thank you, Jim, for the feedback on the sound. And it is good to see you here tonight in the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. Haven't been able to do a basketball game in a few weeks due to some technical difficulties that were finally resolved. And we are back online with good internet speeds, and blessed to be back live on the stream. New York with the basketball, looking to tie the game. 1 minute gone by in quarter number 2. It's Monroe on the perimeter. Ooh, steps around McLaughlin, gets into the lane, lays it up, and good. Monroe, the first member of the Knicks in double figures. He's got 10 points, and we're tied again at 33. Wow, what a great ball game we're seeing here. Milwaukee's going to go to McLaughlin again. This time he puts it on the floor. Gets around Earl Monroe and into the lane where he lays it up, and good. Boy, after 3 straight jump shots, Monroe was right up in his grill, and McLaughlin just took him to school. Milwaukee goes back on top by 2. Knicks on the offense. They go inside again to DeBusschere. DeBusschere has got an open look against Oscar Robertson coming off the screen. The double team comes over. DeBusschere is trapped, and he's forced to call a timeout. New York's going to have to reset things here with 8 seconds on the shot clock. And DeBusschere is going to catch a well-deserved rest as Phil Jackson returns to the ballgame. New York to inbound, now 7 on the shot clock, as Dean Meminger is forced to pull the trigger on a long jump shot. That is no good, and Terry Driscoll catches the rebound for Milwaukee. Milwaukee hustling back in transition. They've got Davis open on the inside, but Davis cannot get it to fall. Mickey Davis misses his first shot attempt, but he grabs his own rebound. Davis going back up with it strong and lays it home. Nice play by the rookie, puts Milwaukee back on top by 4. 9:31 to play in the second. Open on the outside for the Knicks is Bradley. And we've got a whistle, and Terry Driscoll is now shaken up and is limping off the court, favoring that left ankle. And he is going to be replaced by the one and only KAREEM ABDUL-JABBAR. So perhaps that's a blessing in disguise for the Bucks, as Jabbar comes back into the game, still leading all scorers with 11 points. Milwaukee still on top by 4. New York to inbound, 13 on the shot clock. Bradley to inbound. Gets it to Meminger. Meminger back to Bradley. Bradley on the wing, steps around Mickey Davis, gets into the lane, lays it up with the left hand, and good. Nicely done by Bill Bradley, pulling New York back to within 2. Buck still running the offense through McLaughlin. McLaughlin with the free throw line, defended by Monroe. His shot is too strong, and the rebound is taken by Bradley, but we've got a whistle, and Bradley committed the loose ball foul in pursuit of that rebound. That is his second, and possession will stay with Milwaukee. First foul of the quarter whistled on either squad. And it is now the Bucks to inbound. Robertson with it, dumps it down low to KAREEM. KAREEM back to Robertson. And Robertson is hacked by Monroe on the perimeter. No real good reason for that foul. He's 16 feet away from the hoop. But Monroe reached in and is called for the foul. And Milwaukee once again retains possession. Still leading by 2, now under 9 minutes to play before halftime. Curtis Perry to inbound for the Bucks. And they're going to go where the money is, and that is with KAREEM. And KAREEM slam dunks it home. KAREEM got a step, got it up and got it down, and Milwaukee back on top by 4, 39-35. As the Knicks are setting up again on offense. They get it to DeBusschere, and DeBusschere takes it up strong and lays it home. He's now got 8. It's a 2-point game. Milwaukee coming back. KAREEM kicks it out to McLaughlin on the wing. McLaughlin puts up another one and scores it. 8 points in limited minutes for John McLaughlin. He is heating up. Now New York back on the offense with Monroe on the outside, picked up by McLaughlin. Monroe wants to pull the trigger. He rises up and fires. It's off the rim, no good. And Curtis Perry takes the rebound for Milwaukee. Bucks hustling back. Allen throws it back to Perry, and Perry has it tipped away by DeBusschere. Nice block by DeBusschere. Perry gets it back. Perry takes it up strong again, and this time scores it. DeBusschere got him once, but Perry stuck with it. Got the rebound and put it home. Milwaukee now with a 6-point lead, the biggest differential in the ball game. Knicks are going to go inside to Reed. And Reed can't get anything done down there, and the Knicks are called for the shot clock violation. So Milwaukee's starting to catch a little momentum here midway into period number 2. They've got a 6-point lead and the basketball after forcing that turnover. And once again, they're going to pound it down low to their big man. KAREEM working on Willis Reed. His shot from 8 feet is blocked. Reed got him. ABDUL-JABBAR gets it back. KAREEM with a follow-up. Lays it up softly high off the glass around the rim and out. KAREEM gets it again. Knocked away and away from the basket. He's got it far out on the baseline, and they're going to have to reset the offense as KAREEM could not get a third shot off. But now they go back inside to him as he reposts. Gets the pass from Oscar. And this time has his pocket picked. It's stolen away by Earl Monroe. Nice job by Monroe collapsing on KAREEM to pick up the steal. Monroe and Frazier now want to run. Nobody does it better. Monroe's got it on the right wing. Monroe back to Frazier down the center of the lane. Frazier to the right hand, lays it up and good. That is now 6 points and 3 assists for Frazier. And once again, it is a 4-point lead as New York has ended the scoring drought. Milwaukee back on the offense. They get it down low to KAREEM. KAREEM goes with a little inside jump shot. That's off the rim, no good. But KAREEM gets his own rebound once again. KAREEM goes with a putback and slams it home. Nicely done by KAREEM Abdul-Jabbar, showing his MVP skills once again to put Milwaukee back on top by 6. 45-39. Knicks with the basketball. They get it inside to DeBusschere. DeBusschere's got it knocked away out of bounds. New York will keep possession. Jerry Lucas back into the ball game for the Knicks. Lucas to inbound. He finds Bradley open on the wing. The jumper by Bradley is too strong. And KAREEM takes another rebound. That's 5 rebounds on the night for KAREEM, as Milwaukee has finally pulled even in the rebounding column and pulled ahead on the scoreboard as a result. Now the Bucks with a wide open look for Oscar Robertson as he comes off the screen, gets into the lane, goes to the left hand. His layup is no good. And we have got a loose ball foul on the rebound. That will go against Lucius Allen, and that is going to send the ball back to the Knicks. Midway through the second period, Milwaukee with a 6-point lead, 45-39 over the Knicks. But New York is indeed keeping it close. Frazier's got it on the outside. Steps around Dandridge into the lane. KAREEM comes over, forces Frazier to alter the shot. The shot is no good, but KAREEM got him on the elbow, and that's going to send Frazier to the free throw line. First foul of the night on KAREEM. And Frazier knocks home free throw number 1. Frazier off target with the second free throw. And the rebound is tapped out to Lucius Allen. Milwaukee back in possession, leading by 5. And Lucius Allen at the point looks inside to Dandridge. Dandridge posting up against Bradley. The turnaround jump shot is too strong, and Jerry Lucas takes the rebound for New York. Knicks want to run again. Frazier's got it in his hands. Sends it to Bradley. Bradley at the free throw line dumps it back to Frazier. Frazier into the lane to the left hand this time for the layup. That's good, and New York has converted again on the fast break. 9 points now for Frazier, and the lead is cut to 3. As the Bucks come back the other way, Allen to Robertson. Robertson inside to KAREEM. KAREEM slams it home. KAREEM is unstoppable here tonight. He has got 17. 47-42, Milwaukee still in the lead. New York sets up the offense. They go down low to Reed. Reed hands it off to Lucas. We've got a foul away from the ball. That is going to go against Bill Bradley for an illegal screen. And once again, Red Holtzman is giving the stink eye to the officials, as Bradley is forced to go to the bench with 3 personal fouls. He'll be replaced out there by Phil Jackson. Milwaukee once again in possession. They are ahead by 5 with just over 5 minutes to play before halftime. Milwaukee looks inside to Dandridge, working his way into the paint. His 10-footer is short, but he is fouled on the play by Jackson, and that will send Bob Dandridge to the line for 2 free throws. Dandridge, a good 79% free throw shooter, rolls home the first. Second shot by Dandridge is good. He's got 6 points now on the night, and Milwaukee has a 7-point lead, their biggest of the night. 5 minutes to play in the second period. Frazier directing traffic. Finds Monroe on the outside. Monroe with Robinson in his grill. Monroe has it knocked away and stolen by Robertson. It's 3-on-3 going the other way. And Lucius Allen wants to push the numbers. He gives it to Dandridge. Dandridge at the free throw line, picked up by Monroe. Sends it to Allen, and Allen is fouled by Phil Jackson. And that is number 2 on Jackson. Interesting news from the NBA today. In addition to a bunch of trades, I saw an announcement that the NBA is experimenting with a new rule to get rid of that awful, stupid, horrible, miserable, lousy, what they call the take foul, where you can just grab a guy in the open court to slow down a team in transition and stop play. And I could not be happier about any rule change in the NBA. Just in the preseason, the so-called take foul, the transition foul, is going to be 1 shot and return possession to the offense. for those fouls. And if it's successful in the preseason, they will implement that in the regular season. And once again, I could not be happier. In any event, foul is on the floor. It's called against Jackson. Milwaukee will have the ball, still leading by 7 now with 4.5 minutes to play in the second period. Perry to inbound. And the open man for Milwaukee is Dandridge on the wing. Dandridge goes hard to the rack. He's cut off by Lucas, and his short jump shot is blocked. Monroe got him from behind. And the ball is deflected out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession and set the offense up again with 14 now on the shot clock. It goes to Allen out top. He steps around Frazier, gets into the lane. His layup is off the rim, no good. Dandridge crashes the boards for Milwaukee. Dandridge with the putback. His little fadeaway won't fall. And finally, Jerry Lucas takes the rebound for the Knicks. Knicks are on the fast break once again. It's 3-on-2 in transition with Frazier in the lead. Frazier dribbles to his right, surveys the floor, dumps it to Jackson, and Jackson lays it home. Another outstanding fast break by the Knicks, and they pull back to within 5, 49-44. Milwaukee with the lead and the basketball. Inside they go to Dandridge. He takes the pass, fakes left, turns right, puts it up over Jackson, and good. Bob Dandridge having a nice night in there. He's got 8, and the lead is back up to 7. New York trying to stay close. They get it into DeBusschere in the paint. DeBusschere in with the tall trees, takes the little jumper, and scores it. DeBusschere now with 10 points, and it is a 5-point game. Back to Milwaukee. They run a screen for Robertson. He gets open and nails the 15-footer. He's got 6 points on the night. And the lead once again is 7. Here's Frazier at the head of the key. Runs into Allen. And he's called for the offensive foul. Lucius Allen with the flop is able to get the call from the referees. Marcus Smart is somewhere watching that videotape for future reference. As Memminger now comes into the game for New York. Milwaukee with the basketball now, leading by 7 with 3.5 minutes to play in the second period. They look to KAREEM down low. Knicks have not been able to handle KAREEM in any stretch of the imagination tonight. The double team comes in, it's knocked away and out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession, 13 to go on the shot clock. Mickey Davis has the ball on the inside. Working on DeBusschere. Lucas denying KAREEM. Mickey Davis is going to have to take it himself. He puts it up from the low post. It's off target, no good, but KAREEM comes in for the rebound. And KAREEM with a putback attempt slams it home. KAREEM Abdul-Jabbar is unstoppable here tonight. 19 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. And Milwaukee now is on top by 9, 55-46. New York on the offense trying to do anything they can to keep this one close. They look inside to Jackson. Jackson fakes, shoots, and scores. He got the roll on that one. The lead is back down to 7. Bucks back on offense. They've got an open look now for Robertson. Free throw line extended. Ooh, fakes the shot, steps into the lane. His shot is blocked by Jerry Lucas. The rebound is taken down by Memminger for the Knicks. And the Knicks gain possession on the nice defensive play. Jerry Lucas coming over to make the stop there. New York still trails by 7. Looking to pull back into this one. Once again, they're going to look to Jackson. Jackson on the inside. Another short jump shot is good. And Phil Jackson is now giving the Knicks a spark. He's got 9 points. And the lead is cut back down to 5. So New York trying to quiet the crowd here in Milwaukee. As the Bucks had looked like they were starting to take control. But New York is keeping it close. Milwaukee on offense. Allen and Robertson playing a little two-man game out top. They get it inside to Dandridge on the wing. His short jump shot is off the rim, no good. And Dave DeBusschere takes the rebound for the Knicks. Knicks back on offense. In transition, Frazier attacks the rim. Bounces it to Jackson. Jackson back to Frazier. Shot no good. Rebound is taken by KAREEM. And now the Bucks have numbers 4 on 3 going the other way. Lucius Allen on the break. Finds KAREEM down low. KAREEM dumps it to Robertson, who's cutting into the lane. Robertson cannot hit the layup. And Memminger takes the rebound for the Knicks. And the Knicks will just walk it back the other way. Boy, good recovery by Dean Memminger there on the defensive end to disrupt that fast break. Ball is inside now in the hands of DeBusschere. Working on Mickey Davis down low. He's got a good look inside. He turns, he shoots, he scores, and he is fouled. Nice play inside there by Dave DeBusschere. Basket and the foul. He's got 12 points now to lead the Knicks, and the lead, just like that, is cut to 3. DeBusschere looking to cut it to 2 if he can connect on the free throw here, and he drops it home. Minute and a half to play before halftime, and once again, it is a 2-point game. Milwaukee 55, New York 53. Milwaukee with the basketball. As the Knicks have come back from down 9 to cut it to 2 and keep it close here in Milwaukee. Open for Milwaukee is Curtis Perry. Perry working on DeBusschere on the low block. Can't get it to fall, and DeBusschere takes the rebound. Knicks have it 3 on 2 going the other way. Frazier in the lead. Dribbles to his left. Cross courts it to Memminger. Memminger streaks the baseline, lays it up, and good. And we are tied at 55. Hello, Al Red Sox fan in the chat room. Good to see you, my man. It has been a while since I have been able to get live with some basketball, but our internet is humming along at a fabulous speed. And we are live on the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network with Friday Night Basketball. Very, very good game here in Milwaukee. The Knicks and the Bucks in Game 1 of the best-of-5 semifinals. Milwaukee had a 9-point lead just moments ago, and New York has come back to tie it with a minute 22 to play before halftime. KAREEM has been unstoppable for the Bucks. He's got 19 points. He wants it on the low block. Working on Jerry Lucas down low, turns, shoots, and scores. And that ends the 9-0 run by New York and puts Milwaukee on top by 2. New York sets up the offense. They've got Frazier on the point with Memminger. Jackson and DeBusschere down low. Lucas has it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. He's got KAREEM all over him. He wants to find DeBusschere. DeBusschere gets the shot off, but is blocked by Perry. And KAREEM takes the rebound for the Bucks. Nice team defensive effort there by the Bucks. And now they will walk it back up the other way. Leading by 2 with 43 seconds to play in the second quarter. From the Dave Cave indeed. KAREEM has it down low. He's working on Jerry Lucas. He's trapped, and Lucas reached in and stole it. KAREEM wanted the foul. The refs were not sympathetic to his appeals. And now it is a fast break going the other way. Frazier loves to run the floor. Dribbles to his left. Gets into the lane. Dumps it to Lucas down low. And Lucas lays it up and good. 9 points and 6 assists now for Walt Frazier. And we are tied once again, 57 all, with 31 seconds to play before halftime. KAREEM has it down low. Lucas bodies him up. KAREEM kicks it out to Oscar. Oh, Oscar drives into the lane. His shot is no good. He had an open layup but could not convert. And Frazier tips it away and clears it. There's 18 seconds to go in the half, so Frazier's going to slow things down this time. And the Knicks want to hold for the final shot of the half. They get it to Jackson on the inside. He's working on Dandridge. He traveled. And that is the end of the first half. All right, very good first half of play. We had runs on both sides. Very good basketball. And we are tied at 57. As we call up your halftime box score. Brought to you by Mission Barbecue, Hometown Heroes. Good little barbecue joint over in Milwaukee. Here is your halftime box score. It is 57 all. And the script was flipped there in the second period to some degree. The first quarter saw the Bucks outshoot Milwaukee. The Bucks outshoot the Knicks from the field, but now they just turned around. The Knicks are shooting 53% from the field. And they recorded 0 offensive rebounds in the second quarter after they snagged 10 offensive boards in the first. Milwaukee has pulled even in the rebounding column, but their shooting has dropped off a little bit. The star of the game by far so far is KAREEM. 10 of 17 from the field for 21 points, 4 offensive rebounds, 8 total rebounds, to go with 3 assists. And for the Knicks, it has been the transition game, those fast breaks, led by Earl Monroe. He's got 9 points and 6 assists to only 2 turnovers. DeBusschere with 13 points on the inside to keep things close. A quiet first half for Willis Reed, 4 points, 4 rebounds, but he was in foul trouble for a good bit of that first half as well. And now we are ready to look at the second quarter scoring. The leading scorer in the second quarter, let's see, by quarter. No surprise, KAREEM ABDUL-JABBAR with 11 in the first, 10 in the second. He has been steady and outstanding throughout this ballgame. DeBusschere led New York with 9 in the period for the Knicks, and Phil Jackson with a nice contribution, 6 points in the second period, 9 points off the bench altogether for Phil Jackson, the one and only Zen Master. All right, it's 57-all. Before we head back to action, we will give you the much-awaited previews of what is going on in the Dave Cave this weekend. Tomorrow on the channel, late afternoon, we will have action from Heartland Championship Wrestling. It is Pro Wrestling Mid-America in action. Ted DiBiase in your main event will defend the Pro Wrestling Mid-America Heavyweight Championship against the very popular and yet very underrated challenger in Hillbilly Jim. I don't think anybody gives Hillbilly Jim much of a chance to win that match, but you can bet the crowd at the Dallas Sportatorium will be behind the popular Hillbilly all the way. Also in Dallas tomorrow night, a #1 contenders match for the NWA World Tag Team Championship, as the Steiner brothers come to Texas to take on the local favorites, Dick the Bruiser and the Crusher. And the winner of that match will get a title shot next weekend at our summer pay-per-view Freedom Festival 2022. Of course, the New Age Outlaws still hold the belts, the World Tag Team titles, and they will be at the Freedom Festival ready to take on the winner of tomorrow night's #1 contenders match. Also tomorrow night, no disqualification. I'm going to put some kind of specialty rules in effect for yet another showdown between Dusty Rhodes and Dory Funk Jr. But the big news out of the Heartland this week, if you haven't been following on the Filsinger Games message board, the Atlantic heavyweight champion, newly crowned Sting, was injured in a brutal attack by the Four Horsemen. Sting was at an autograph signing in Mobile, Alabama, at the Renaissance Hotel on the balcony. And he was approached by an attractive young woman who turned out to be the lovely Lacey of Ring of Honor fame. And Lacey asked for a picture, so Sting got up from behind the merchandise table to give a picture with Lacey. Lacey tried to kiss Sting. Sting wanted no part of that. He tried to back away. Lacey screamed for help and accused Sting of inappropriate behavior. The Four Horsemen rushed to the scene. Arn Anderson confronted Sting, and then out of nowhere, Barry Windham came out and nailed Sting with a flying lariat that knocked Sting off of the balcony and down to the lobby level of the Renaissance Hotel, where Sting hit hard and was injured and had to be taken out of the Renaissance Hotel by ambulance. So the condition of Sting is still under evaluation, and we'll have hopefully an update on that tomorrow night from the Dave Cave as Heartland Championship Wrestling returns to the airwaves. Now, Red Sox fan, that is such a good game. I love it, and it's your fault. Says Al, Red Sox fan, I have got to get over and see your broadcast. I saw, Al, that you had done a Filsinger Games broadcast on YouTube this week. I need to get over and check that out probably tonight after the ball game. All right, Sunday morning, of course, on a more somber note, My Journey with Jesus will be on the air on Sunday. I say it is a somber note because we are going to talk about the death of Jesus Christ. The crucifixion will be our topic for Sunday morning, and that is not a topic to be taken with any sort of joviality whatsoever, as we look at some of the ugly truths of the historical events that took place on that first Good Friday on the hill called Golgotha. All right, we're ready to return to action here in Milwaukee Arena with the score tied at 57 as we head to half number 2. It will be the starting lineup for Milwaukee back in action. And for the Knicks, they also have their starters on the floor. Bill Bradley with those 3 fouls. 2 fouls each for Earl Monroe and Willis Reed. Milwaukee's got Allen with 2 and Perry with 2. So a little bit of foul trouble for New York in the early going. But they have battled and kept it close. It's tied as the opening tip-off is in the air and the jump is controlled by Milwaukee as Morgana makes her first appearance in the Dave Cave. All right, we've got Al, Red Sox fan, and Jim Connell on security duty here in Milwaukee Arena. So if somebody wants to take care of business, Al, Red Sox fan, is on the case. Thank you, my friend, for taking care of Morgana. I couldn't be more proud. I'm on the map now. Morgana has found the Dave Cave, and I am somebody now. I had a couple of Morganas trying to get admission to the Sports Simulations and Replays group on Facebook. So something is rotten in Denmark, but thank you, Al, for taking care of business. All right, back to action. Milwaukee controls the tip, and they are going to look inside to Dandridge once again, working on Bill Bradley down low. Dandridge gets the pass, but cannot convert the layup. Dandridge gets his own rebound. Dandridge on the putback attempt. And his shot is blocked by Bradley out of bounds. As Morgana goes into timeout. All right, never had that happen before, so I don't know quite how to deal with that, but I think we have dealt with that effectively. And just to, for completeness sake, we will report Morgana for spamming the chat. All right, 21 seconds on the shot clock. As Dandridge had his shot blocked out of bounds by Bill Bradley, Milwaukee retains possession. And the pass goes to Dandridge now on the wing. Dandridge on the baseline sends it to Robertson on the wing. And Robertson from the wing takes the bounce pass, puts the shot up. It is no good, but we have a whistle and a foul on the play against Earl Monroe. That is his 3rd. And that will send Oscar Robertson to the line for a pair of free throws. Robertson, an 85% free throw shooter. First shot is good. And the second shot is also good. 59-57 now. Milwaukee in the lead. Knicks have the basketball. And they are going to look on the outside to Bill Bradley. Bradley working on Dandridge. He gets a shot off from the wing and scores it. And once again, we are tied. Milwaukee sets the offense. KAREEM is forced out away from the basket. He's got it on the baseline. Nothing he can do with it there. He's going to try and dump it down low to Dandridge. They can't find Dandridge. Instead, it goes out to Robertson for a long jump shot off balance, no good. Reed takes the rebound. Quick outlet pass to Frazier, and once again the Knicks will run. Their fast break has been devastating. Frazier down the center of the court. Frazier to his left. Dumps it to Bradley. And Bradley is all by himself under the basket, lays it up, and good. Another outstanding fast break led by Frazier. Bradley is there for the finish. And New York now is on top 61-59, as our Red Sox fan has earned his money as the security guard here in the Milwaukee arena. 61-59, Milwaukee trailing now for the first time in quite some time. Milwaukee led throughout most of the second period as they now have the basketball. The open man for the Bucks is Robertson on the outside. The one-hander from Robertson by the outside is good. Oscar Robertson now with double figures, and we're tied at 61. New York back on offense. Monroe with it on the outside. His jump shot is offline, way off target, no good. Out of bounds to Milwaukee. Tied at 61. Bucks on the offense. Once again, they work it through Robertson. Willis Reed has been fronting KAREEM down in the low block. And Lucius Allen is forced to send it down to Perry down low. Back out to Allen. Finally, they do get it down to KAREEM, but he has to kick it out to Robertson on the wing. He attacks the hoop and forgot to dribble. And that is a travel. So good team defense by the Knicks on that play. Denying KAREEM down on the low block and forcing the turnover to regain possession with the score tied at 61. Open for New York is Frazier. He's got a long jump shot from the outside and he buries it. How about that? Frazier doing it all here tonight. He's got 11 and New York back on top by 2. Bucks working the offense. Finally, they get an open look for KAREEM down low. Working on Reed. Momentarily down for the count as he is fouled by Reed. And that is 3 on Willis Reed. Reed's got his hands full down there. And I think he put a little DDT on KAREEM in the low block. Momentarily down for the count, but KAREEM gets up and gets back into action. And Milwaukee will have the ball on the side out. And again, they're going to look down low to KAREEM. This time he comes off a screen and he's got a mismatch against Earl Monroe. But Monroe knocks it away, ball on the floor. Abdul-Jabbar dives on it and calls timeout. So good defensive recovery by Earl Monroe to force the timeout there. And Milwaukee now with only 8 seconds to make something happen. Perry to inbound. They want to run it into KAREEM once again. KAREEM takes the shovel pass from Allen and Reed reaches in and fouls him again. That is 4 on Willis Reed. And he will be replaced by Jerry Lucas. Boy, KAREEM has not scored yet here in the second half, but he's drawn 2 fouls on Willis Reed. And that may make all the difference in this third quarter. Milwaukee with the basketball now and a fresh 24. Perry to inbound. Perry sends it out to Allen. Allen over to Dandridge. Back down to Perry in the low block. His jump shot is good. Actually rolls around and out, and Abdul-Jabbar softly tips it back in. KAREEM now with 23 points and 9 rebounds. We're tied again at 63. Knicks with the basketball. It's in the hands of Walt Frazier. Being squared up by Allen on the outside. Frazier fakes, drives into the lane, shoots and misses. And Dandridge boxes out for the rebound for the Bucks. And the Bucks have the chance to regain the lead here. They run a little screen to Robertson. Robertson with an open look leaves it short, but he is fouled on the play by Jerry Lucas. That was a ticky-tack foul, but that was the 4th team foul on New York, and we're not even 3 minutes into the third quarter yet. And Coach Red Holtzman continues to work his jaw in the direction of the Zebras, as already the foul totals are 4-0 here in the third quarter. And Oscar Robertson is going to the line. The first shot is good. and Robertson hits them both. He's got 12 points on the night, and Milwaukee is back on top by 2. Frazier brings the Knicks back. Looking for an open man, he finds Monroe. 16 on the shot clock. Monroe picked up by Allen. Monroe sends it over to Bradley, and that pass is picked off and stolen by Oscar Robertson. So New York couldn't quite decide what to do with that possession, and they commit the turnover. Milwaukee with a chance to extend the lead here. Allen with it, sends it to Robertson. Robertson shoots the fadeaway. That's offline. KAREEM grabs the rebound, his 10th. KAREEM on the putback attempt. His short jump shot is blocked. Jerry Lucas got him. The ball goes out of bounds, and Milwaukee will retain possession. 23 points, 10 rebounds now for KAREEM. And Milwaukee in possession, leading by 2. The ball comes into Allen. He's picked up by Frazier. Tries to get into the lane. Drives to his right. Lucas cuts him off. The shot by Allen is off target. The tip by KAREEM is no good. And finally, Earl Monroe pulls the rebound for New York. So New York able to get away without giving up any points on that possession, but they did commit a couple of costly fouls. The ball now comes to Monroe. 2 seconds on the shot clock. He's going to have to pull the trigger in a hurry. His mid-range jump shot rolls around the rim and out, and KAREEM takes the rebound for Milwaukee. Bucks are going to walk it back the other way. Allen, guarded by Frazier out high, drives into the paint, spins it off the glass and no good. Curtis Perry crashes the boards for the offensive rebound. Perry with a putback attempt. His layup is off the rim, no good. And Robertson is able to grab the rebound, but he is called for the offensive foul. That is his first, and that will draw a mock cheer from Red Holtzman on the New York bench, as the referees are giving Holtzman some leeway here, given the amount of lip that he has laid on them here in the second half. New York has the basketball, still trailing by 2. Open is Monroe. He floats up the jump shot. That's no good. And Robertson takes the rebound for Milwaukee. Milwaukee again is going to walk it back the other way. Oh, let's see. 7-6-0 versus 7-6-3. Yeah, we'll run it. What the heck? Allen on the fast break. He's got Robertson and Dandridge on the wings. Allen at the free throw line. Sends it to Dandridge. Dandridge drives the lane. His shot is no good. And Bradley takes the rebound for the Knicks. Probably should have pulled that one back, as now the Knicks have an opportunity in transition. It's Frazier. He's got Lucas and DeBusschere with him. DeBusschere's got it on the wing. Drives baseline. Lays it up and good. Yeah, I think Milwaukee's going to continue to play slow ball and not try and run with the Knicks anymore, as we are tied at 65. Boy, it seems like Milwaukee has been outplaying New York this third quarter, but we're still tied 65-65 with 4 minutes gone by in the third period. And nowhere near the ball, Allen is fouled by Frazier. Oh my goodness. Red Holtzman is beside himself as Lucius Allen steps into the line. And just 4 minutes into this third quarter, the Milwaukee Bucks are already in the bonus. Allen hits the first. Allen misses the second, and DeBusschere grabs the rebound. Milwaukee up 1, 66-65. New York on the offense. Monroe brings it into the front court. Inside-out game, DeBusschere and Bradley now back and forth. Bradley takes the pass on the wing, launches the jump shot, and delivers. 10 points now for Bill Bradley. And I tell you, these guys like Bradley and DeBusschere are not the household names for New York, but they're going to make all the difference in the world in this series. Guys like Bradley and DeBusschere, Bob Dandridge, Lucius Allen, Curtis Perry. It's going to be these role players and these ancillary players who can make or break some of these ball games. And we've got 15 points from Dave DeBusschere here tonight that has really helped New York to enjoy now a 1-point lead as we are at the 7:44 mark in the third period. Robertson on the outside, picked up by Monroe. Tries to pass it back out to the point, and Frazier steps into the passing lane and relieves him of the ball. First steal of the night for Walt Frazier, a first-team All-NBA defensive performer. Frazier now looks to set up on the offensive end. They get it into Lucas. Lucas on the screen has a mismatch down low against Oscar Robertson. He kicks it out to Bradley, and Bradley fires home the jumper. Good offensive set there by New York. They've now got a 3-point lead. Milwaukee looks to answer. Allen to Robertson. Robertson back to Allen, and Allen is fouled by Frazier. The foul totals continue to pile up here. It is now 18-8 in the foul column. And the Milwaukee Bucks are without a doubt getting a dose of home cooking here from the men in the striped shirts in Milwaukee. Allen steps to the line, hits both free throws. Milwaukee now trails by 1. 10 points on the night for Lucius Allen. New York sets it up on the offense. Frazier down low to DeBusschere. DeBusschere takes it up strong on Perry, lays it up and good. That is now 17 for DeBusschere to lead the Knicks. New York back on top by 3, 71-68. KAREEM wants the ball on the low block. Can the Bucks get it to him? The entry pass comes from Allen. KAREEM in the tall trees. He's the tallest tree of them all. As he spins left, shoots, rolls it home. 25 now for KAREEM. It's a 1-point game. New York is going to look again to DeBusschere. He's their hot hand tonight. He takes the pass from Frazier. Working inside, double pumps. The shot won't go, but Bill Bradley comes in and gets the rebound and passes back out to Frazier. Bradley was able to sneak in as the defense collapsed. And now Frazier finds Jerry Lucas all alone on the baseline, and Lucas left it short. The baseline jumper by Lucas falls short, and the rebound is taken by Curtis Perry for Milwaukee. We have reached the midway point of the third quarter. Milwaukee trailing by 1, 71-70, but the Bucks have the basketball. And they work it to Lucius Allen out on top. Allen working on Frazier. He tries to get it inside to Dandridge. Great screen and roll with Dandridge. The short jump shot by Dandridge is good. And that puts Milwaukee back on top, 72-71. 10 points now for Dandridge. The Bucks with 4 guys in double digits, led by KAREEM with 25 points and 12 rebounds. New York trying to answer. They run a screen for Monroe to get him open on the wing. His fall-away jump shot is off the rim, no good. And the battle for the rebound is won by Perry for Milwaukee. And in the scrum, we have a whistle and another foul called against New York. This one is on Monroe, and that is his 4th. KAREEM ABDUL-JABBAR will head to the free throw line for Milwaukee, and Earl Monroe likely will head to the bench for New York. Jabbar hits the first. Couple of substitutions for the Knicks as the foul trouble takes its toll. KAREEM 2 for 2 on the free throws. Milwaukee now up 74-71. That's a 6-0 run for the Bucks since they fell down by 3. New York needs some offense. Neminger has it on the wing. Out to Bradley, free throw line extended. Bradley steps around Abdul-Jabbar, gets into the lane. His shot is up, no good. Scramble for the loose ball is taken by Allen, and he is able to break away. Bradley wanted a foul on that drive as he got tangled up a little bit with KAREEM. But the refs were, again, unsympathetic to the plight of the New York Knicks on that possession. Milwaukee with the basketball again, leading by 3 now. 5.5 to play in the third. Here's Dandridge with it on the baseline. He drives baseline. The shot is no good. KAREEM is there on the weak side for the offensive rebound. KAREEM with the putback attempt has his skyhook swatted away by Gianelli. How about that, rookie? ABDUL-JABBAR takes the rebound. KAREEM again with a third opportunity at it. And this time throws it away, has it stolen by Gianelli. What a stellar defensive effort by that rookie to deny KAREEM both the putback and then pick up the steal and gain another possession for the Knicks. Every possession is valuable in a game like this. Here's another outside look for Bill Bradley. He's on the baseline. He picks up the loose ball and throws it home. Very nicely done by Bradley to pull New York back to within one. 74-73. We're under 5 to play in the third. Milwaukee with the lead and the basketball. They get it to Allen on the outside, and Memminger tips it away and steals it. Another steal for New York. Another transition opportunity. It's 4-on-3. Walt Frazier dribbles down the center of the court. He dumps it to DeBusschere. DeBusschere at the elbow. Gets into the paint, lays it up, and good. And he is fouled on the play by Perry. Boy, DeBusschere just muscled that one in through Perry, through the basket, and he will go to the free throw line for a chance at the three-point play. That was a man play by Dave DeBusschere, taking that pass at the elbow and just exerting his will on Curtis Perry. The shot is up and good, and the Knicks have regained the lead, and DeBusschere is going for the three-point play. The free throw is good. 20 points on the night now for Dave DeBusschere. New York on top, 76-74. What a wonderful ball game this is. Boy, I have missed being on the channel here on Friday nights with the Epic Basketball League, and it's games like this that make this a wonderful project indeed. Robertson has it on the outside, 13 on the shot clock. He's picked up out there by Bill Bradley. Can he hit the fadeaway? Yes, he can. Straight through. 14 points now for Robertson, and the game once again is tied. 76-76. 4:20 to play in the third. New York with the basketball. Frazier gets it over to Bradley. Bradley comes off the screen, dribbles left, shoots, and scores. Bill Bradley with 12 points in the quarter, 16 overall. And the Knicks are back on top by 2, 78-76. Bucks back on the offense. Robertson has it on the outside. Memminger watches closely. Robertson takes the jump shot from 15, and it's good. We're tied at 78. Bucks and Knicks going back and forth here in Milwaukee. New York with the basketball again. They look inside to DeBusschere. Can Frazier get it to him down low? Yes, he can, but DeBusschere is fouled by Robertson. That is now the third team foul on Milwaukee, compared to 7 against the Knicks in the period. So that will be a side out as Jerry Lucas returns to action for the Knicks. We're tied at 78. 3.5 to play here in the third. Bradley will inbound for the Knicks. He sends it to Memminger. He gets it back. Nowhere to turn. They get it to Frazier out on top. 14 on the shot clock. Frazier working on Lucius Allen. Frazier wants to attack. He gets into the lane. His little finger roll is up. Around the glass, no good. Lucas comes out of there with the offensive rebound. And Lucas is going to look for a teammate, as he had KAREEM ABDUL-JABBAR all over him. He finds Bradley on the wing. Bradley pulls the trigger. That's off target. And finally, the rebound is taken for Milwaukee by Bob Dandridge. And Milwaukee will take it slow back the other way. But Perry hustles back in transition, tries to get a shot off inside, and DeBusschere swatted him again. 3 blocked shots for Dave DeBusschere on the night, and it is Bradley on the rebound. Quick outlet to Frazier. Frazier wants to run. He's got Bradley on his right. Bradley has it at the free throw line. Steps around Lucius Allen. His shot is no good. Frazier grabs the rebound and sends it back out to Memminger. Bradley was unable to convert, but Walt Frazier alertly grabs the offensive rebound, and the Knicks will reset the offense here. 10 on the shot clock. Frazier on the outside, guarded by Allen. He shovels it over to Lucas on the baseline, and Lucas buries another baseline jump shot. That is something that Jerry Lucas has in his arsenal, and if he can take KAREEM away from the basket, that may lead to good things for New York. Knicks now on top by 2, 80-78, 2.5 minutes to play in the third period. Milwaukee goes inside to Dandridge. He puts it up from the paint and scores it. We're tied at 80. What a game we have seen. What a third quarter we have seen. They've been going at it for 10 minutes here in the third. It was tied to start the third. It's tied now, 80-80. New York with the basketball. Bradley has it on the outside. He is the hot hand for the Knicks this quarter. He can't hit that one. And KAREEM comes down with the rebound for the Bucks. Still tied at 80 now, under 2 minutes to play. Open for Milwaukee on the low block is Perry. Perry takes the shovel pass from Allen, and his shot is up and good, and this time he is fouled by DeBusschere. DeBusschere thought he was going to get a block there, but the pump fake by Perry got DeBusschere up in the air, and it is the hoop and the harm for Perry. He has the chance for the three-point play here. Now into the game for the first time for New York is the one and only Henry Bibby. Henry Bibby enters the ball game at the point guard, replacing Walt Frazier, who is going to take a much-deserved rest in preparation for the fourth quarter. Curtis Perry steps to the free throw line and hits the free throw to complete the three-point play. That puts Milwaukee on top 83-80 with 1:46 to go in the third. New York running the offense. Trying to make something good happen here. They go back to Bradley. He tries to get the shot off, has it knocked away out of bounds by Dandridge. Nice defense there. New York will keep possession with only 5 on the shot clock as a battalion of Bucks comes into the game. 5 on the shot clock. Jackson to inbound. Pass comes into Henry Bibby. He's got to pull the trigger, but it's offline, and the rebound is taken down by Driscoll. But we've got a whistle and a foul on the play as Bibby was fouled on the desperation shot by John McLaughlin. And Bibby will go to the line for 2 free throws. Henry Bibby missed the first. Off the front of the rim, a rare miss for Bibby, an 85% free throw shooter on the regular season. And Bibby missed them both. Dandridge takes the rebound for Milwaukee, and the Bucks dodge the bullet on that play. And now they get it to McLaughlin on the outside to do the Bucks, but he can't get a shot off, and that is a 24-second violation. A couple more substitutions for New York as they try to rotate some guys in for some rest. A couple of new faces on the court, actually, for both sides. For New York, we've got Frazier back in the game at the point. Bibby shifts over to the shooting guard. Jackson stays in the game at the small forward. And in the game at the power forward, we've got a rookie Hawthorne Wingo out of Friendship Junior College. And at the center position out of South Carolina, another rookie, Tom Riker. 6'10", 225 pounds. He was the Knicks' first-round draft pick in the 72 draft, number 8 overall. For Milwaukee in the game for the first time, we have Chuck Terry at the shooting guard. He's another rookie out of Long Beach State, their second-round pick. Coincidentally, the first-round pick for the Bucks in 1972 was a young fella out of the University of Massachusetts by the name of Julius Erving. Irving chose to go to the ABA, but he would return to the NBA years later and make his presence known in a big way. So Chuck Terry into the game at the shooting guard, Mickey Davis, Terry Driscoll, and now into the game for the first time, the 5th-year man out of Murray State in Kentucky, Dick Cunningham, at the low block. So it'll be Riker and Cunningham butting heads in the low block, at least for the last 58 seconds of the third period, while the starters for both sides take a blow. The score is 83-80. New York trailing, but they have the basketball. 58 seconds on the game clock, a full 24 seconds to work with. And it's going to be Frazier calling his own number here on the offense. He's double teamed. Tries to get it over to Jackson. Jackson loses it out of bounds, and that's a turnover. So Milwaukee regains possession now with 45 seconds left in the period. And they're going to work an offensive set here into the paint. Mickey Davis with the ball. He shoots and scores. Nice little inside move by Mickey Davis, and Milwaukee quickly is up by 5. 33 seconds to play in the period. New York with the basketball. Bibby on the outside. His 15-foot jump shot is offline, and the rebound is taken by KAREEM, who's back into the game. And Milwaukee with a 5-point lead now is going to be able to hold for the final shot of the period. So a little 5-0 run here by the Bucks to end the period. Here's an outside shot by Davis. That's no good at the buzzer. And that will end the third quarter. So Milwaukee with a little 5-0 spurt to take a 5-point lead headed into quarter number 4. Good ball game here tonight as we take a look at the third quarter box score. Knicks only managed 23 points on the period. DeBusschere with 20 to lead the Knicks. Bradley with 16. Big third quarter for Bill Bradley. And KAREEM, of course, with 27 to lead all scorers. Scoring by quarter, it was Robertson with 10 points in the third to lead Milwaukee. Bradley with 12, but not much help for the Knicks, who now find themselves behind by 5 points as we head into quarter number 4. So a quick drink of some Diet Dr. Pepper to keep the pipes loose as we head into quarter number 4 here in Milwaukee. Lucas and Abdul-Jabbar to jump, and KAREEM controls the tap. Milwaukee with the basketball in a 5-point lead. It is Dandridge with it on the outside, working on Phil Jackson. His jump shot from the free throw line is too strong, and the long rebound is taken by Bibby, but he is called for a personal foul, a loose ball foul on that rebound, and the fourth period picks up right where the third period left off, with New York being whistled for a foul. As D. Scott Howard joins us in the chat room. Good evening to you, my friend. Welcome to Game 1 of the best-of-5 semifinal series between the Milwaukee Bucks and the New York Knicks. It has been a good game. It was tied at halftime. It was tied until very late in the third quarter when the Bucks went on a little 5-0 run to pull ahead 85-80 starting the third period. And the free throw differential has been the story of this one, as the Bucks have taken a 17-6 advantage at the free throw line. They've also overcome an early rebounding deficit to control the boards now 40-33. So everything momentum-wise is in the favor of Milwaukee, but we've seen New York come off the mat. They have trailed by as many as 9 in this game and come back to tie the score. A fourth quarter run here is what the Knicks need to pull back close and perhaps steal one here on Milwaukee's home floor. Bucks looking to set up the offense. They get it into Terry Driscoll. 17 on the shot clock. Driscoll has Hawthorne Wingo all over him. He dumps it down to KAREEM down low. KAREEM rises up, shoots, and scores again. KAREEM having a huge night for the Bucks, 29 points and 16 rebounds. And Milwaukee is now up by 7, 87-80. New York looking for help any place they can find it. They look inside to Phil Jackson. His short jump shot is good, and that ends the 9-0 run by Milwaukee. The lead now is 5 as Milwaukee sets it up. It's McLaughlin with it out on top. And he travels with it. Good defense by Frazier. And that's a turnover. New York needs every possession they can get here. They're going to look inside once again to Jackson. They like that matchup against Dandridge inside, and Jackson converts again. 13 points off the bench for the Zen Master, and just like that, the lead is cut to 3. I think I said something about the resiliency of this Knicks squad, and they're showing it here again in the 4th. Milwaukee looks inside to Dandridge. And the ref stops play as Dandridge is nailed by Wingo. No question about that foul. But that's 2 team fouls on Milwaukee to start period number 4. 2 team fouls against the Knicks. Milwaukee was in the bonus early in quarter number 3. They're hoping to get there early in quarter number 4. As Red Holtzman continues to indulge in his running commentary about the home cooking that the officials are providing the Bucks here tonight. Milwaukee sets an offensive play. Robertson comes off the screen. He's got an open look from the perimeter, and he drills it. 18 points now for the Big O. The lead once again is 5. 89-84. Milwaukee looking for offense. They're going to look inside to Hawthorne Wingo. Wingo camps out down low, tries to get it down to Jackson on the low block. That's a bad pass, and that's a turnover. Milwaukee takes possession again, leading by 5. Can they extend the lead here? The open man is Robertson. Robertson with a little 2-man game inside out, takes the pass from ABDUL-JABBAR. This time he cannot hit the jump shot. The tip shot by KAREEM is no good, and finally Hawthorne Wingo comes out with the rebound for New York. Wingo hustling back down the court. He beats Terry Driscoll down to the low block, but again has another pass stolen. That is 2 consecutive turnovers by Hawthorne Wingo, and they may want to get some help for him with their veterans. Usually it's about the 9-minute mark when the starters tend to return to action. Now we've got 3-on-3 going the other way. The Knicks get back on defense, and Milwaukee's going to pull it out and set up the offense. The ball winds up with Dandridge on the outside, guarded by Jackson. Dandridge cannot hit from 16 feet out, and the rebound is knocked out of bounds, last touched by the Bucks. New York still trails by 5. Once again, they're hanging in there. Frazier trying to find someplace to go with the basketball. This time he's going to call his own number. His 18-footer over McLaughlin is good. And the lead is cut to 3. 13 points now for Frazier to go with 9 points and 5 rebounds. Very productive night for Clyde Frazier. Milwaukee still up by 3. They get the ball inside to Driscoll. Driscoll's got Hawthorne Wingo all over it. 12 on the shot clock. They kick it over to Robertson on the wing. He drives, tries to get it down low, and that pass is ill-timed and picked off, lifted by Bibby. Bibby with a quick outlet to Walt Frazier, and we know these Knicks love to run. Frazier's got Bibby and Jackson on the break. Frazier dribbles to his left. Frazier dumps it to Bibby. Bibby steps into the lane, lays it up, and good. 10 assists on the night for Walt Frazier, most of them coming off of those fast break opportunities. And it is once again a 1-point ball game. New York with another mini run to keep it close. Bucks want to slow things down. They look inside to KAREEM. KAREEM in the land of giants. Pump fakes, powers to the basket, shoots, and scores. Lucas did his best, but KAREEM is the best player in the game in the 72-73 season. He converts again. He's got 31 points now, 17 rebounds. Milwaukee goes back on top by 3, 91-88. Knicks come back with Frazier on the outside, drives into the lane, goes to the left hand. KAREEM comes over, forces him to alter the shot, and KAREEM fouled him. KAREEM got him on the arm as Frazier protected the basketball, and he earns a trip to the free throw line. Good body control by Frazier on that layup. Couldn't get the shot, but got the foul. Hits the first free throw. Frazier hits them both, and once again, it is a 1-point game. 91-90, 9 minutes to play. And any minute now, we're going to see starters return to action for both teams. Lucius Allen awaits. Curtis Perry awaits. And, of course, the Knicks have DeBusschere, Bradley, Monroe, and Reed all ready to return to action. Monroe and Reed both in foul trouble. So if they can steal a few more minutes for their starters, that will make it that much easier down the stretch for the Knicks. 91-90. Milwaukee with the lead and the basketball. It goes to Robertson on the outside. Robertson sends it to Driscoll. Over to McLaughlin. McLaughlin with the shot. That's no good. But he is fouled on the play by Bibby. And it will be McLaughlin with 2 free throws. Heck of a game, says our Red Sox fan. And yes, sir, you are correct. McLaughlin misses the first free throw. How about that? Another very good free throw shooter cannot convert. McLaughlin hits the second, and that makes it a 2-point game. 92-90. New York trails, but they have the chance to tie it on this possession. The pass goes over to Henry Bibby on the wing. His follow-away jump shot over Robertson is short. And the rebound is taken by Terry Driscoll. And Milwaukee will walk it back the other way, still leading by 2. John McLaughlin at the point. Sends it down low to KAREEM. KAREEM comes off a screen. He's got Henry Bibby on him, and KAREEM just slams it home with both hands. Nice offensive set for Milwaukee to get Abdul-Jabbar loose down low. He converts, and it's a 4-point game. 33 now for KAREEM. Knicks with the basketball, trying to keep it close. Lucas tries to find Jackson on the block, and it's stolen by McLaughlin. Now it's a 4-on-1 for Milwaukee going the other way. They're not going to pass up this opportunity. Robertson on the wing. Gives it to Dandridge in the middle, and Dandridge lays it home. Jim Connell, yes indeed, the field goal percentage and the rebounds have flip-flopped since that first quarter. You are correct, sir. And with that layup, Milwaukee is now back on top by 6. 96-90. 8 minutes to play in this one. New York sets a high screen. Frazier's open on the outside, but his shot will not go. And Abdul-Jabbar grabs his 18th rebound for Milwaukee. Bucks will walk it back the other way, nursing a 6-point lead with now under 8 minutes to play. Open for Milwaukee is Dandridge on the wing, right of the foul line. He drives to the basket. His little layup is good. That's 16 for Dandridge, and Milwaukee now has taken an 8-point lead. Here's Bibby from the outside with another look. His short jump shot is off target, but the rebound is grabbed by Frazier, and the Knicks will reset. Still trailing by 8. Milwaukee in the midst of another big run. It's Bibby on the outside. This time Bibby wants to attack. Free throw line extended. He's cut off by Dandridge. His shot is short. Hawthorne Wingo comes in and grabs the rebound. Wingo with a putback attempt. Can't get the shot off. Tries to get it back out to Frazier. It is stolen by Oscar Robertson. Another missed opportunity for the Knicks. We're down to 7 minutes to play. The lead for Milwaukee is 8. They've got an open look for McLaughlin at the free throw line. He turns down the shot, sends it over instead to Dandridge. Dandridge wide open, and he buries the shot. It's a 10-point lead and a 10-0 run for Milwaukee. Excuse me, an 8-0 run for Milwaukee. I don't usually call timeouts, but I'm going to call one here. I usually let the CPU handle that. Now we are going to enter the starters here with 7 minutes to play and a 10-point deficit. I don't know why the CPU didn't do that sooner. But we're going to take matters into our own hands now that the lead is 10. Reed back into the game. Guarded down low by KAREEM. Frazier on top, squares off against McLaughlin. And it is McLaughlin knocked to the floor. We've got a whistle, and the foul is actually called on KAREEM. And now Milwaukee gets their starters back into the game as New York has a side out with 6:45 to play. They trail by 10. They're going to need to catch lightning in a bottle here. Bradley to inbound. Lucius Allen back into the game, a very strong defender. The pass goes to Monroe on the wing, seeing his first action in a while. His open jump shot is off target. A little cold coming off the bench. Frazier sneaks in for the offensive rebound, and the Knicks will reset. And in the transition, it's Frazier on the outside, finding Willis Reed inside. Reed puts it home, and he is fouled by KAREEM. That is 4 on KAREEM. Reed had a mismatch down there against Lucius Allen. Frazier found him with the pass. Reed put it home, and KAREEM tried to cover some ground and recover from the being out of position, and did not get there in time. He fouls Reed, and Reed knocks home the three-point play. That is just what the doctor ordered. That cuts the lead to 7. 6 minutes, 19 seconds to play. Can the Knicks continue on the comeback trail? Lucius Allen calls a play. He's got Frazier up on him. No place to go. Allen's going to dribble it into the lane. And Frazier picked his pocket and stole it. There's your first team All-NBA defender, Walt Frazier, picking up the steal on that play. Knicks now have an open look for Monroe if they can get it to him. They can't find him. Frazier takes the shot from the outside. That's too strong, and Curtis Perry takes the rebound for Milwaukee. Missed opportunity there for the Knicks. They still trail by 7. Milwaukee gets it to KAREEM on the inside. Working on Reed. Shoots from in close. Circles the rim, no good. Again, we've got a whistle and a foul. This one goes against Bill Bradley. And much to the surprise of no one, KAREEM Abdul-Jabbar heads back to the free throw line. His first shot is good. 70% free throw shooter on the regular season. KAREEM goes 2 for 2. He's got 35 points, and the Milwaukee lead is back up to 9 as we say hello to Philip Reynolds in the chat room. Philip was online, I believe, creating some players for History Maker Golf, if I saw that correctly. I popped in there for a few minutes earlier tonight, and thank you for popping by here in the Dave Cave. We've got under 6 minutes to play in the ball game. Milwaukee has stretched out to a 9-point lead. Oscar Robertson is indeed playing for Milwaukee. He's covering Earl Monroe right now on the defensive end. It's Bradley who's got the open look. His deep jump shot is short, and Oscar Robertson takes the rebound. He must have heard his fan section arrive here at Milwaukee. Bucks now leading by 9 with the basketball. 5:22 to play. The ball goes inside once again to KAREEM, who has dominated this one. KAREEM in traffic, shoots from 5 feet out and scores again. 37 now for KAREEM. The lead is 11. Biggest lead of the night for Milwaukee. New York trying to keep it close. They go inside to DeBusschere. DeBusschere's been quiet here in the second half. He missed that one, and Lucius Allen takes the rebound for Milwaukee. Bucks will walk it back the other way. Allen with it on the outside, picked up by Frazier. He sends it over to Oscar Robertson, the most popular man in the building tonight. Robertson steps around Monroe, gets into the lane, takes the shot, no good. But we've got a whistle and a foul called on DeBusschere. That is the 5th team foul on New York. Milwaukee will go to the free throw line. It will be Oscar Robertson shooting 2. Robertson puts home the first. Second shot by Robertson is no good. And the rebound is taken by Willis Reed. Milwaukee on top by 12. 5 minutes to play in this one. New York needs to make something happen. They get it to DeBusschere inside, but he's double-teamed and has to call timeout. Bradley now to inbound. He gets it into Meminger. Back to DeBusschere on the baseline. He drives. KAREEM steps into his path. The shot by DeBusschere falls short. It's tipped and cleared by Curtis Perry. 10 rebounds on the night now for Curtis Perry. And Milwaukee is starting to feel some breathing room here. We're under 5 minutes to play, and the lead is 12. The open man for the Bucks is Oscar Robertson. He shoots from the perimeter. That's too strong, but Mickey Davis crashes the boards and takes the rebound. Davis with the putback attempt from the inside. Has it stolen away by Bill Bradley. Big defensive effort by Bill Bradley on that play. And now New York wants to run. It's Dean Meminger in the lead. It's Bradley on the wing. Cross courts it to DeBusschere. DeBusschere drives baseline. His layup is no good. And Curtis Perry grabs the rebound for Milwaukee. Another missed opportunity for the Knicks. And it looks like this one is beginning to slip away. Here's a shot from the top of the key by Allen. That's no good. And Monroe steals the rebound for the Knicks. Again, the Knicks are going to try to run. It's Meminger. Meminger and Bradley. Bradley down the baseline. To Meminger on the inside. The layup by Meminger is good. And he is fouled on the play by Oscar Robertson. So Meminger goes to the line with a chance for a three-point play. The lead is cut to 10. And we say hello to After Further Review with Steve Tower. A two-finger salute to you, my friend. Just flew in from New England. Boy, I bet his arms are tired. Looks like a good finish here. Actually, this was a very close game for 3 quarters. Milwaukee, with a spurt early in the fourth quarter, has pulled out to a 10-point lead. New York struggling to get back into it as time runs down. And in just a few short weeks, Steve Tower and I will meet face-to-face for the first time at Play.con in Denver, and I cannot wait. All right, Meminger steps to the line for a free throw, attempting to convert a three-point play here. And he rolls it home. 5 points now for Meminger. The lead is 9. 105-96. Milwaukee with the basketball, 4 minutes to play. The open man inside is Perry. Perry gets the pass from Robertson. His turnaround jump shot is good. And now we've got all 5 Milwaukee starters in double digits, as Perry has 10 points to go with his 11 rebounds on the night. A good team effort by the Bucks. Milwaukee sets the screen, tries to get an open look for Bradley from the perimeter. He takes the pass from DeBusschere. He puts it up and scores it. Bradley connects on the jump shot. The lead is 9. New York desperately needs a stop here. Milwaukee runs a screen for Robertson off the ball. He picks up the pass and fires it home. He's got 21. The lead is back to double digits. Under 3.5 to play. Time ticking away from the Knicks in their attempt to keep this one close. Here's an outside look for Bill Bradley. He's had a good night out there tonight. Can he get this one to go? No, he can't. But we have got a whistle and a loose ball foul on the rebound. And that is called against Lucius Allen. That is his 3rd. And now New York is in the bonus. But on the loose ball foul, it will be New York with the side out. They look to Bradley on the wing. Bradley gets the pass from Frazier. He's double teamed. His deep jump shot falls short. And the rebound is taken by KAREEM. KAREEM with the rebound, and we are now at the 3-minute mark. Milwaukee leading by 11. As the fans here in Milwaukee Arena rise to their feet in appreciation. Here's another look for Oscar Robertson. Big O from the outside, sends it over to KAREEM. KAREEM with a tough shot, no good. And the rebound is taken by Willis Reed. A quick outlet to Frazier. Frazier wants to run. This has been the most potent weapon the Knicks have had tonight. Bradley has it on the wing. Bradley steps around Dandridge, lays it up, and good. 20 points now for Bill Bradley. That may be too little too late. New York needs another stop here. Milwaukee methodically running the offense. Allen with it on the outside. 15 on the shot clock. Allen sends it over to Robertson. Robertson tries to get into the lane, and he walked with it, shaking his head. So Milwaukee gets the stop, or Milwaukee cannot score. New York gets the stop on the Milwaukee turnover. And the Knicks still trail by 9. Working quickly, they send it into DeBusschere. DeBusschere down low, kicks it out to Frazier, gets it back, turns, shoots. Off the rim, no good. Frazier comes in for the rebound, sends it out to Monroe. Monroe finds finds Bradley on the outside, and his attempt to throw it into the low post is out of play, and that is a turnover. So New York had an opportunity there, could not convert, and we're down now to 2:14 to play. The lead is still 9 for the Bucks as they put the ball in play. Bucks in no hurry. They've got it to Dandridge on the baseline. 14 on the shot clock. Sends it out to Allen. Allen over to Robertson. It's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Monroe with 11 on the shot clock. Uncle Dave Gardner here for some Friday Night Hoops. Good to see you, my friend. I do have a microphone on order, but it's not due to arrive until Sunday. Dave has been helping me out with the sound quality from some of my tabletop broadcasts. I'm at the desktop here tonight, and everything seems to be doing well. I do hope to put some wrestling on from the tabletop tomorrow, and we'll see if I can get some adjustments made to the sound quality that might help. If not, we've got a new microphone on the way, thanks to the wonders of Amazon. All right, Milwaukee up by 9, 2 minutes to play. 11 on the shot clock as the Bucks have the ball out of bounds. Perry struggling to get it in. Looks to Robertson. Robertson on the outside sends it down low to KAREEM. The sky hook from KAREEM is no good, but he is hit on the head by Reed. And that will be another free throw opportunity for KAREEM. He'll have 3 to make 2. KAREEM hits the first. KAREEM misses the second, but he'll get the bonus now. KAREEM with 38 and 19 on the night as he tees up the third free throw attempt here and knocks it down. 39 and 19 for KAREEM. The lead is 11 with under 2 minutes to play. And Milwaukee just working as quick as they can. Outside jump shot for Bradley is good. He's got 22. The lead is back to 9, but we're down to 1:38 to play. New York is going to go to steal and foul mode, and it is Dandridge who is fouled by Frazier. He'll get 3 to make 2. But once you're in the bonus, these free throw opportunities really do favor the offense as Dandridge steps to the line and hits them both. The lead is back to 11. This is before the era of the three-pointer. So you can just go 2 for 2 back and forth all night long and not make any progress. Monroe with it on the outside. Guarded by Robertson. His shot attempt is no good, but he's fouled by Robertson on the play, and that will send Earl Monroe to the line. That is not what Milwaukee coach Larry Costello wanted from his team in that situation. 1:23 to play. Monroe going to the free throw line. Missed the first. He'll get 2 more shots at it. Monroe converts the second to cut the lead to 10. And Monroe now hits the third. He's got 12 on the night, but the lead is still 9 now with 1:20 to play. Allen with it out on top. And he traveled with it. Frazier forced the turnover. And New York with another opportunity to cut into the lead. They call the shot from Monroe. He drives. Kicks it out to Bradley. Gets it back. Shoots from 15. That's no good. And KAREEM takes the rebound for Milwaukee. Another missed opportunity for the Knicks. And Milwaukee is just going to try and dribble some time out. And now Frazier fouls Robertson. And Robertson will get 3 to make 2. And the first is good. The lead is 10. And make it 11 now as Robertson hits the second. 1:15-104. A minute 12 to play. Bradley with the outside jump shot is good. It's back down to a 9-point game. We're into the final minute. They want to get it into KAREEM, but New York has got the full court trap on. Bradley grabs Allen, and it will be Allen with 3 to make 2. Should be a good series indeed, says D. Scott Howard. It's best of 5. The first 2 will be in Milwaukee. Games 3 and 4 will be in New York. And Game 5, if necessary, returns to Milwaukee. As Lucius Allen drops home a couple of free throws. And with 58 seconds to play, the lead is back up to 11. New York working quickly. They get it to Monroe. His perimeter jump shot is no good. It's stuck between the rim and the backboard, and we will have a jump ball. KAREEM and Reed to jump it up. The jump is controlled by the Knicks. Frazier with it. Sends it inside to DeBusschere. DeBusschere on the low post has his shot blocked by KAREEM. DeBusschere gets his own rebound. DeBusschere pits it back up. We're down to 30 seconds in the game. DeBusschere can't find a shot. He sends it to Reed on the baseline. Reed's shot is no good. DeBusschere grabs the rebound. He sends it out to Frazier. Frazier can't do anything with it. He gets it into Reed. Reed misses again, but he is fouled on the play by Perry, and that will send Willis Reed to the free throw line. Still an 11-point game with only 22 seconds to play. Reed steps to the free throw line. He'll get 3 to make 2. The first is off target. Reed hits the second. Cuts the lead to 10. Reed no good on the third. 1 out of 3. Curtis Perry takes the rebound for Milwaukee, and the shot clock has been turned off with a 10-point margin. Milwaukee's going to pass it around. We're down to 20. Robertson has it on the outside. Passes it out to Allen on top. 15 on the clock. I found that the burn and hold ball options are much less successful than just floating the ball around with the pass option. And with 10 points to go and only 13 seconds remaining, we're not going to attempt any intentional fouls. Dandridge now gets it down low, kicks it back out to Allen on the baseline with 12 on the game clock. Ugly end to an otherwise good game. We're going to let Lucius Allen hold on to the basketball. And we're going to turn off the fouls. And Allen will dribble out the clock. Down to 7. KAREEM lets the clock run down to 4. Every 3 seconds we got to do this again. 1 second to play. Dandridge has it. And that will be your ball game. Very good game for 40 minutes, says Jim Connell. Indeed, it was. Let's take a look at the what happened in that fourth period. At the beginning of the fourth, actually it was the end of the third where things kind of got away. With 2:13 in the third, we were tied at 80. Milwaukee then went on a 5-point run to end the quarter. It was that 3-point play by Curtis Perry, followed by a putback by Mickey Davis. And then KAREEM opened the fourth quarter with an inside hoop to stretch the lead to 7. And New York just never recovered from that. They got to within 3 on a couple of baskets by Phil Jackson early in the fourth. They got it down to 1 at the 9:33 mark. But they never did regain the lead. And then with 9 minutes to play, Milwaukee goes on a 10-0 run, 9-0 run to open up a 10-point lead with 7 minutes to play, and that was all she wrote. All right, so we go back to the final box score. Leading scorer of the game, as you all know, it was KAREEM ABDUL-JABBAR. He's the MVP of the night, 39 points, 20 rebounds. 23 for Robertson to go with 6 assists. 20 for Dandridge, along with 7 rebounds. A double-double for Curtis Perry with 10 points and 12 rebounds. Knicks were led by Bradley with 24, DeBusschere with 20. And a good night for Walt Frazier, 15 points and 12 assists. Oops. And I clicked off on my box score there. So that's all for tonight. Thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight. A great night in the chat room. D. Scott Howard, our Red Sox fan, Jim Connell, After Further Review with Steve Tower, Dave Gardner, Philip Reynolds, Morgana the Kissing Bandit, and PSEID. Thank you all for coming out for tonight's ball game. Once again, your final score. I don't have the final score in front of me here. I somehow lost track of my box score. But the first game of the series goes to Milwaukee in about a 10-point margin. And they take the 1-0 lead in the series. Next week we'll be back with the other semifinal series pitting the Golden State Warriors against the Los Angeles Lakers. Wilt Chamberlain and Nate Thurmond will be banging bodies in that one. Once again, Heartland Championship Wrestling tomorrow. My Journey with Jesus on Sunday. And until tomorrow, that's our stream, and I am out of here.